Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what is it that you need to hear today from your spirit guides. Now, as always, you have three piles in front of you. You can of course pick according to the imagery that is in front of you. If you cannot, you can pick according to the feathers or the plates. Depending on your preference, I will give you some time when it comes to making a choice, and then I'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive wherever you are today. Now, pile 1, you people are different. You're born to be different, and it's okay to be different. In fact, it's wonderful to be different. So in your life, if you're trying to fit into something, or if you feel like, I need to have something like this, maybe something that the other person has. No. Your trajectory, the way your life is going to be supremely different because your path is different. You have a certain magic about you, and you have a very, very unique life purpose. So don't try to fit in. Don't try to change yourself according to the society. It's great to, be kind. It's absolutely great to be kind. But if you want to, change your entire being to make somebody happy, that's not right. Yeah? Because we are born with a certain kind of magic to us. So be proud of that magic. You're unique. That's something you have to remember. Now, also what's happening here, it's like life is taking you in an entirely new direction. This is almost like a rebirth for you. Your personality may also change dramatically, and maybe sometimes people are not going to be okay with it. Yeah? But you have to walk your own path because the divine is planning a big thing for you. And I see this as something massive, okay? Sometimes even you may not be prepared for the journey ahead, but you have to trust yourself because the divine is holding you very, very strongly in its palm. Yeah? Complete rebirth, complete change, but this is what is meant to be. Now, once again, the place that you're going to, the kind of life that you're going to be having is very, very blessed. It's a place where you can celebrate yourself. It's a place where you can be proud of yourself. Yeah? And especially for you, if things have been difficult, 3-4 months especially, then that's about to change massively as well. Just one thing that's important is you have to lighten up. Like you really, really have to have fun with life. Yeah? So if you've been indoors for a very long time, go out. Mingle with people. Mingle with people who make you feel like you belong. Who make you feel like, oh, you're the best person in the world. Because that's the kind of energy you need. Yeah? But I feel like good times are on their way into your life. Now, one thing that is very important for you is for you to be grounded. See, what happens is, grounding is all about root chakra. And root chakra is about who we are as individuals. So sometimes I get a feeling like you are slightly in a confusion about who am I? What am I doing in this life? Yeah? And sometimes it's like, you live too much in the head. Like you're thinking, and it comes down to nothing. So it's important for you that thinking is great, ideating is great, making plans is great, but get down and put things into actionables. So root chakra is very, very important for you. And take it easy, I really have to tell you this, pile 1, you need to simplify your life. So especially if you're doing too many things, or if you're doing multiple things at the same time and you're really, really burning yourself out, take a break. Okay, that's not how things work. Relax, do things at your own pace, and you'll still end up meeting your milestone is what is coming for. Now, especially for you guys, if you've been worried about something, or something is like, I don't know what to do. Am I going to be here on time, or is this even meant for me? It's all fine. It's just that you're overthinking situations. And once again, overthinking, like I told you, your upper chakra is like overactive and it needs to be grounded. Yeah, for grounding, you can eat all kind of like red fruits, red vegetables, go out for a walk, sunlight, but grounding is important. Don't complicate your life is what is coming forth for you. Okay, and along with that, in your life, if you're the kind of people who give all the time, who are like so happy to serve the world, so happy to take care of everybody, but are you receiving it in return? Yeah. So please get comfortable with accepting service. Get comfortable with somebody doing something nice for you. You don't have to always be on the giving end. Receiving is great. It just makes you in that flow, With everything, balance is great. Anything is not balanced, life goes haywire. Yeah? So please make sure you're giving and receiving at the same time. Now, one more thing that's important is you have to be a little gentle with yourself. Yeah? So if you're saying harsh words to yourself, or if you're even hearing harsh words sometimes from other people, be gentle. Yeah? It's difficult, especially when we ourselves judge of ourselves harshly and then somebody else judges you too. But it's just important to let go sometimes, because each person is fighting their own battle, and considering the times that we are going through, clearly everybody is going through a battle. So be gentle with yourself and just leave it. Forgive. Yeah, that's very important. Now, one more thing, this is like the spirit coming to you with an assurance that it's all going to be okay, that it's all going to be worthwhile. You don't have to worry so much, is what the spirit is here to tell you. So this is like the divine giving you assurance. Every plan you're making is going to find success. Just have patience. Yeah, patience is something you need, but this is like divine assurance. In fact, I get this is a divine hug. That's what's coming through. Okay, now why all of these things are happening in your life, why these ups and downs are happening in your life, is because your psychic abilities are getting better. Yeah? It's like, you're going to be getting this inclination towards changing something intuitively. Do that because your spiritual abilities are very, very strong. In fact, especially over the next 3 to 4 weeks, if you can make meditation and chanting a priority, that will really, really help you. And especially for those who've been trying to work with the third eye chakra, that will be amazing. Yeah, so please, meditation and chanting a priority is what is needed for you. Now, most importantly, see, no matter what is happening in your external circumstances, you just have to be worried about your internal life. If you can manage to make yourself better, if you can manage to not be harsh with your own self, half the battle is won. See what happens, sometimes we ourselves are harsh with ourselves and the world is anyway harsh. So it's like, things coming from both ways. So at least take care of one dimension, take care of your inner peace. Take care of yourself. And once again, meditation, I told you, very important. People feel like I tell people about meditation every single day, but trust me, your life will change. And what meditation does? It doesn't really contribute to your spiritual life. It also contributes very positively towards your relationships. It also contributes very, very positively towards your career. You become more productive in everything. Yeah? Which is why meditation is important, but give yourself that peaceful time. Surrender to inner peace is what is coming through. Now, see what is going to happen is, you have to learn to accept yourself fully. You have to learn to be happy with yourself. You have to learn how to be proud of yourself. See, it's like this turtle is carrying his entire world on his shoulder and is pretty happy about it. That's the way you have to be. You have to rely on yourself for your own happiness. Yeah? Be peaceful within yourself. Be content within yourself. Love yourself. And enjoy your own company. Yeah? You are like a magical being. That's something you need to understand about yourself. And also, you're incredibly wise. That's something I've always told you. And your intuition is always bang on target. So trust it. Clearly, there is something very important you need to do. So trust your wisdom at this point of time. And make sure that your focus is right. Okay? If you want something, that is where your focus should be, and that only. Yeah? Please make sure you're taking care of that. But most importantly, don't take life very seriously. So if you're the kind of person who's always thinking, always like, what is going to happen? When is it going to happen? Relax. Have you seen a child? A child is like always happy. They do what they have to. They go to school, they come back, but they have fun. They're children. So you need to have a spirit like them, childlike spirit. Yeah? But that's something that is missing currently. So have fun, be grounded, and live a simple life. That's your message for today. Most importantly, walk your truth. You don't have to be like anybody you don't want to be. You have to walk your truth, because that is the reason why you're born on planet Earth. To be you, to complete your life purpose, and to do it beautifully. That's your job. Yeah? Realize the magic in you, because your life is heading towards greatness. Enjoy the journey. Because it's not about achieving one thing after another. It is not always about, hitting goals after another. It's also about having a life that you love. So create that life for yourself, is what I'm going to be leaving you with. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive today, my beautiful pile 2s. Now, pile 2s, you're very, very beautiful. You have a unique purpose in the world, and you should be proud of yourself, because you're very different, right? And you have to claim that differentness for yourself. Sing your own tune, do your own thing. That's your job. Don't try to be like somebody else. Don't try to replicate somebody's behavior. You are your own purpose. Take guidance. Absolutely, you need guidance. But do your own thing in the very end. Now remember something also, if you guys are taking excessive burden, or if you're doing too many things at the same time, or maybe you feel like, you need to do this by this kind of time, don't burden yourself. And if your responsibilities are too much, ask for help. Sometimes, pile 2, you have a trouble asking for help. Yeah? They say, drowning doesn't always require water. That is the case with you. So delegate your work and just be a little bit easier on yourself is what is coming forth. Now, also what is happening, in your mind, there are some kind of illusions. False belief about yourself or false beliefs about situations. So it is time now to shatter that beliefs. So for that, to understand that clearly, to get that clarity, meditation is very important. But go beyond what seems obvious. Sometimes the most obvious things are not really visible to the naked eye. Yeah. So go beyond illusion. What you think is not always right, pile 2. Yeah, that's something that's coming for you. And once again, to understand that, to understand what is real and what is not, you have to trust your intuition. You have to look at circumstances with, the heart of your eyes. Ask your heart, what is the reality of the situation? Is this something that you're imagining, or is this actually true? Because two things are very, very different right now. But in your life, certain adjustments are required, especially if you're carrying burdens, or especially if you're holding on to some kind of illusions. So please make sure you're keeping that adjustments in mind when it comes to doing something. So if you're making some kind of project, make sure that it is properly done. So last minute revision, that is something you need to do. Yeah, but your patterns need to change. That is what is coming for you. Yeah, so adjustments are definitely required. And most importantly, you need to know that your heart is connected to the heart of the world. Your heart is connected to the divine heart. Yeah, so it's like you're connected to everybody, every individual. And which is why when you look at people, you have to look at them with the eyes of your heart. So embrace everybody for who they are, just like you expect people to, accept you for who you are. Embrace people. That's what's coming forth. But remember this, at this point of time, once again, you are like this ring master who has to control everything. You cannot control everything. You can just give the best at whichever place you're in. So do your best, absolutely. Expect good results, but don't expect them to be absolutely to the T. A little bit of perfectionism problem is what I'm seeing here. Yeah? Because you're clearly trying to do it everything beautifully because you feel like you are the only person who does it right. And that needs to change a little bit. Yeah? It's like you're like one man show. That's what's coming forth. But there has to be more people in the world to do what you really, really want to do. Yeah? That ring master needs a little bit of help. Now also, when it comes to your spiritual life, the timing is just right. The timing is right for you to ascend beyond certain beliefs. It's like, what I'm seeing here, this is like you reaching the next level. Certain veils being shattered and you realizing the truth. So the timing for that is just right. So please make sure, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you use your time very, very constructively. The divine timing, they say, that is what is here for you. But before that, especially before you sit for meditation, make sure if you can take a bath Or if you can make sure that the place around you is clean and the clothes you're wearing have clean energy, that's important. So you have to purify yourself a little bit before doing anything spiritual. That's what's coming through. Because the timing for ascension, then everything has to be in its proper vibration is what is coming forth. And see, listen, when it comes to your spiritual life, things don't always have to be serious. When you meditate, smile. Don't take too much pressure of meditation, and especially in your life as well. You have to find little moments to be happy. You have to find little moments to celebrate. Yeah? You're carrying too many burdens at this point of time, and burdens are not good. Our spiritual life, our material life, everything has to be there to give you happiness. See, why do we earn money? We don't just earn money to live in luxurious places. If it doesn't bring you happiness, what's the point of anything? So ask yourself, is my work making me happy, or is it just another chore for me now? And maybe a little bit of adjustment around your thought process is what is needed for you. And once again, you have to surrender to effortlessness. Take it easy. Things can be done in two ways. One is easily, one step at a time. And second is I'm going to be struggling with this all the way. So let go a little bit. Yeah? Surrender a little bit. That's what's important. Flow like the river in your life in every area. Don't be rigid, because that rigidity is a part of you and that rigidity needs to go. Yeah? So surrender to that effortlessness is what is coming through. And especially for you, a routine is very, very important. Disciplined kind of a life is very important. And with this, let me tell you, when you're working, please make sure you're working. When you're at home, please make sure you're with family. When you're watching television, are you really watching television? So multitasking seems to be your nature, but can you just be mindful about your everyday life? Yeah, because that mindfulness is absolutely needed for you. You're very busy, you enjoy your work, but everything has its own time and space. So respect that is also coming through for you. And see, life happens in cycles. Life happens in different levels for each and every one. So right now what is happening, because of the change in the planetary positions and also changes in the moon phases every day, things are changing in your body. And see what is happening, because the timing for you is just right, your body may behave very differently because you're supposed to be ascending. Yeah. So if you're feeling a little bit unwell sometimes, or if you feel like, the energy levels are not great, rest. But most importantly, remember to purify yourself. Purifying your energy, that's also coming through for you. But that purity is very important. And see, as much as you can, just pick up something that you wear at home every day and ask yourself, what do you feel like the energy of that is? And we can all sense energy. We are all born psychics in that way. And if the energy of certain clothing or certain article that you own doesn't feel light, let it go. Yeah, because certain energy fluctuations are there, and what happens, anytime you feel like you're draining your energy, or anytime you feel like, why am I just feeling sad for no reason? Just wash your face, wash your fingertips, make sure you're pouring water on your feet, and just see how much massively you feel the difference. Yeah, because once again, when the energy is clean, you will feel better. So two things are happening. One, the energy around you is fluctuating a lot. The planetary position and the moon phases are also affecting you, and hence certain illusions are coming forth, and you have to shatter that illusions, which is something you can do only with your spiritual life. You'll be glad you did it. And remember something, your heart is connected to the heart of every human being on planet Earth. What you feel, others feel. So monitor your feelings. Are you projecting certain emotions onto others is something you need to ask yourself. So it's important for you to look at your life from a third person's perspective. Yeah, your everyday life, what are you doing? And if you were your best friend, what would you advise yourself? That's something you need to do. Because you need advice, and sometimes the best advice can come from you only if you take a step back, and only if you stop overworking. And see, once again with the heart energy, so your heart chakra needs your attention. You need to love yourself, accept yourself, and be kind to yourself. And love yourself unconditionally. and love everybody around you unconditionally. Just give out that energy. And see, what happens is anytime a person gives out an energy of love, they're automatically ascended when it comes to their spiritual life. So any resentments, any negative thoughts about some people, let it go. Vibrate with the heart of the divine. Vibrate with the hearts of your spirit guides. Vibrate with the heart of all the beautiful energy beings around you. And ask yourself, what does the energy of these beings feel like? And try to emulate that in your life. Try to make your life like a person who's beautiful. If you want to achieve things that are easier in your life, if you want a life that is easy, your energy needs to change, your patterns need to change, your thought process needs to change. So the next 3 to 4 weeks are a time of change, but internal change for you. In the end, they'll make you better than who you are right now. Yeah? And we are on this journey to be a better person. Adjustments are required, absolutely, but they are mostly internal adjustments. Adjustments when it comes to your emotions is what is coming forth. Yeah? But overall, these are your messages when it comes to your spirit guides, and this is what you need to hear today. So please work on it, okay? If you work on it, you'll really get amazing results, because the timing is right for ascension, for shattering of beliefs and emerging into that light being is what is coming forth. As always, as I wrap this video up, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to hear when it comes to your life. First of all, pile 3, you're heading towards change. You're heading towards a deep personal transformation in your personality is what is coming forth. Especially before, if you were dependent on a lot of people, if you give importance to what people think, the way they judge you, that is going to be changing massively for you. Along with that, if you are having some kind of trouble when it comes to your relationship, ask yourself, are you being stubborn about things? Are you just saying things because you need to say things? Because there has to be a compromise between two things here. See, your independence is great, but not at the cost of hurting somebody's feelings. So you have to reach a middle ground, okay? Some kind of compromise is what is coming forth. And especially in your life, whatever changes you're going to be making, you have guidance for it. It may be happening organically for you. It may be happening intuitively because you're being directed to go in that place. Yeah. So angelic guidance, especially for you, is very strong. So if you intuitively connect with one angel, talk to them. Talk to them about resolving the emotions you feel for other people, and talk to them about bringing that middle ground when it comes to your life. But that guidance is definitely available for you. And look at that. Financially, you are entering a very prosperous time. And once again, for people who are holding on to money related blocks, ask for that divine assistance. Because it's God is just waiting to shower you with blessings. So don't block them. Let it come from whichever form it is coming forth. And when it comes to money, don't be too attached to it. And don't feel like, oh, I am the one earning it. This is mine. That kind of belief system, no. It's a gift for you. It's a blessing from the divine. So all the money that you have, it is going to be coming to you from a divine source. So appreciate it with all of your heart is what is coming through. Now, one thing, your emotions are running high. So anger issues are very likely. Your temper flaring for absolutely no reason is likely. And emotional ups and downs are likely. Yeah. And in which case you may offend somebody or hurt somebody's feelings for no reason. So take care of it. When you know that your emotions are not right, just avoid talking to people. Do things on your own, do things independently. That's coming forth. But take care emotionally is what is coming through. And see what is happening, you are actually entering a period where healing will begin for you. But what happens is when we get into healing, firstly things go wrong. It's always that case, especially if you're into energy healing. You'll probably get a little bit more sick before you start feeling better. Even emotionally, before relationships are really supposed to be, getting better, things go a little bit more wrong. And then it's the clouds clear and things become clear. So that's exactly the way it is with healing. And everything is happening according to divine because you have divine guidance. But healing of your heart, healing of your emotions is going to be beginning in your life. So be patient, okay? You have to be a little bit more patient with yourself. Now, especially when it comes to your life, you feel like nothing is really changing, nothing is really shifting. It's because the time is not right. There is a little bit of gap between things. It's like what is happening, you're a little bit in between right now. And once this stage is passed, things will start moving again. So yes, you're likely to feel like things are not really moving. Especially with Saturn still being there, things slow down. And that's exactly what is happening for you. And at this point of time, it's better if you pay your attention to learning, gaining knowledge, to creativity, to mastery. Getting the best that you can get with something specific. And use this time constructively, because creatively, career-wise also things are really going to get better for you. But you need to better yourself. That's coming forth. So right now, instead of focusing your attention on other people, instead of focusing your attention on anything else, focus on your work. And interestingly, your dreams are going to get very interesting. Prophetic dreams very likely, because the timing is just right for them. So please maintain a dream journal, because most of us, when we wake up, we forget our dreams. And write those messages down, because they may actually give you a lot of guidance in your future, angelic guidance as well. So the dreams may actually be coming to you from the spiritual realm. Yeah? You'll get the guidance. You don't need any kind of guidance right now. You'll get it through your dreams. Yeah, that's coming forth. So pray to your angels, okay? They're listening to you. They're helping you is what is coming forth. Yeah, but inspired dreams are very likely. At this point of time, the point for you is just to work. To be the best that you can be. To put in your hard work. Because now is like the time to give. And surrender your attachment to results. You'll get it when the time is right. See, especially with the deep freeze, especially with 26 being like the Saturn number, it's happening for a reason. And Saturn is moving out very soon. So the result that you're expecting are also expected very soon. So things will start moving, especially at the end of this month. Yes, so right now just keep working hard. Abundance is going to be yours, success is going to be yours, but it's just a little bit while away. So just work hard right now. That's what's coming forth. Yeah. See what is happening, already a lot of the Saturn phase is on its way out. And you're like in between. And you're going to be fine. I'm going to be the first one to tell you. You're going to be fine. Yeah. This in between stage will come to an end and you'll be free at last is what is coming forth. You'll be happy. You'll be like blessed is what is coming forth for you. And at this point of time, especially if you feel like, things are getting a little bit too much, your relationships are not getting the best at you, or, something is like not right. Go out. Go out, have fun, connect with somebody who makes you feel better. Or why anybody else, you can just go out with yourself and have a cup of tea. Yeah, but go outside. Sit outside, look at the world and just relax, zone out. That's what's coming through. And see once again with the number, 33, it's all about transformation. It's about change, but it is also about your communication. Changing your communication pattern will also help you with regards to the compromise. But your life is going to be changing. See, it's very simple. Right now you're in between. And in between is a place where things are always a little bit messy. But if you have patience, if you go easy on yourself, you'll be out into this beautiful world once again. See, I told you, Saturn moving out, healing, things get messy and things get good. That is the way it is for you too. But most importantly, make sure you're not closing your heart. Make sure you're not closing your heart to your relationships. Make sure things that are happening around you doesn't make you feel like you should just isolate yourself. Being independent is different and isolating yourself is different. See, isolating yourself for your spiritual life is absolutely fine. You're doing this for a purpose. But otherwise, be open to friendships. Be open to people. Yeah? Don't close your heart. Keep your heart open. Because your heart too is about to be blessed in a beautiful way. And remember, you have very strong angelic protection for you. So if you feel like, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're struggling with something, ask for that guidance. Ask for that support, and that support will find you 100%. Yeah, you're in the middle of things and things are moving towards the better. Things are going to be changing very soon. So hang in there. Right now, focusing on being the best person you can be. Focus on being the best person you can be at your work and your own life. The focus has to be on you more than anybody else. A couple of people who you love, it's great, but if somebody and you have like a codependent relationship, it's time to focus on yourself. That's what's coming through for you. Remember, Saturn, when he is moving out, things get messy, but when Saturn moves out finally, he leaves you with nothing but blessings. And that is what is meant for you too. Because I personally love Saturn. He cleanses you out. He heals you completely. He takes out what is not right in your world. That's what Saturn does. He is the best, honestly. He makes you suffer, but he makes you suffer to make you like pure gold. To make you like the best shiny diamond in the world. And that's what you're going to be at the end of this period. Overall, I'm going to be leaving you here with nothing but my blessings and lots and lots and lots of prayers for your life. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.